Yo, what's good? It's your boy Young Two-Time.
It's your boy X, man.
Yeah, man. And shout out to B Simone, man. We about to go on to B Simone. And she was talking about she going off for women looking for the perfect man, you know what I'm saying? And we going to kind of go off what she was saying and try to build up off it, you know, build a vibe. But before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We almost at 1,000 subscribers, man. Let's get into it. Yeah.
B Simone gives advice to women looking for the perfect man.
Hug you, boo.
Just made a new post on Instagram for my pictures in Tulum. I look so fine. But read the caption, you guys. If you are not walking in your purpose, if you are not putting your mission and your purpose first, you are always going to feel empty. Focus.
If you're not putting your mission and your purpose first, you don't feel empty inside. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to feel empty inside.
You should feel empty inside.
Because I'm black.
You're always gonna have a
Nah, just because you're ugly. When niggas know the thing.
Go comment something.
When niggas know the truth about themselves.
This something you are going to do today.
Motherfucker, Eminem this shit. Motherfucker 8 Mile this shit.
Hold on. If that's what you want to call it. I look in the mirror before I know the deal. I know what the haters are going to say.
Love challenge. You already know we manifest in love all 2021.
Say period, young. Say period.
Women.
Period?
Out here.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We're manifesting love. All these things you want in a man.
One more time for the people.
A list of things. You gotta be tall, you gotta be dark, you gotta be handsome, you gotta have pretty feet, you gotta be a family man, you gotta be financially stable, you gotta be rich, you gotta be successful, you gotta be all these things. And we ain't even have things on that list. He gotta be a family man. You might talk to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He gotta be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, man. Overdraft fees. He gotta have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He gotta have pretty teeth. You ain't seen a dentist in 6 years.
Talk to him.
You gotta have a six pack to be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. Get your life together.
If you walking up a flight of stairs, huffing and puffing, you either pregnant.
Well, you got COVID.
I got the coffees, you know what I'm saying? If you walking up a flight of stairs, huffing.
Let me know if I should be wearing the N95 mask right now. Am I taking major gambles with my life and views?
Oh, you fucking me up. If you need to walk up the flight of stairs huffing and puffing,
you belong in the gym. You belong to the gym.
and the streets, because the streets don't want you.
This whole list that he gotta be. You ain't even half the things on that list. So this is what I challenge you to do. So we can manifest love all 2021. Make that list of that perfect dream man that you got in your mind. Then, what I did, make a list of the type of woman he would need right by his side. You want him to be in shape? You need to get to the gym. Equally yoked, bitch. You want him to be financially stable? Well, you need to start saving. Because you can't keep a dime to your name. Huh? You want him to be a family man? Call your mama. You become a family woman. Heal your traumas before you put all this on him. You want him to be patient. Put your patience to spend. You want him to be understanding. You the least understanding person in your circle of friends. But he gotta be understanding. Fix you. Fix you. Whatever you want, become that. He gotta be in shape. Eat chips every day.
Eat chips every day. Hey, what you think about that? What you think about that, man? I think she put up some good points on that.
There's nothing she said I disagree with.
Yeah. Well, we gonna watch Derrick Jaxn because he responded to it.
Oh my god, the fucking simp ass
Big
nigga.
Simpy, you know what I'm saying?
In the new
Big Simpy, you know what I'm saying?
No, what he does is what do you call that? What do you call it? What's
Pandering to the public, you know what I'm saying?
Up a flight of
Let's think about that. The most light skinned ass nigga responds. Look at his face.
Yeah.
Level, something comparable.
Yeah,
Agree with
okay.
her overall premise. I could have done without some of the things B Simone was saying, but she's an actress and a comedian, so maybe that's why I don't want to be nitpicky. Overall, what I got from what she was saying was that man or woman, but especially women here, specifically women, if you want a man of a certain caliber, of a certain level, then you need to be on that level, something comparable, or bring something to the table that complements what he brings to the table. You know, if you want a boss or somebody who has the bag, and be able to flip that bag, be able to grow that bag, manage that money, etc. You can't be looking for
So far, I ain't got no objection to what he's saying. You got any objection?
Not yet.
an asset when you're a whole liability. Like that's, again, man or woman, but here we're talking about women. You shouldn't be looking for a man in which you would be a downgrade for him. You would be a step back from him. That's just what it is. Now, what I found interesting was a lot of the feedback was from women who were agreeing. And that seemed to come as a shock to a lot of guys. And I saw dudes commenting stuff like, oh, y'all don't want to hear this truth when it comes from us because we be saying it all the time. We've been saying it because it's coming from a woman. Now y'all want to hear it. And I'm going to just speak from observation that I don't think that's quite the case. I don't think women have as much of a problem with the truth as people say. I think a lot of women have a problem whenever the truth is being misused as a weapon or a device of degrading them or cutting them down or attacking their self-esteem. Or that women have a problem whenever the whole this truth right here is being misapplied to the exact opposite of what this girl is talking about, what B Simone is talking about.
What's wrong with this nigga?
I don't know, man. This man is trying to hijack the mission, man.
What's wrong with this
He
nigga?
hijacked the mission.
He alright?
I don't know, man. I don't think he alright. I think there's something wrong with it.
He just literally turned the whole argument into something else. Let's let him finish. Let's let him finish.
Because what she's talking about is a woman who is unemployed, busted, disgusted, ain't got no money, but she wants 6 or 7 figure man. You know, she wants,
That's not what she said. Now you putting words in her mouth.
Disgusted, but nah, she ain't say all that.
What she's saying is you can't be a woman that demands X, Y, and Z and you don't have X, Y, and Z yourself. That's what she's saying, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Don't twist the words now. Don't twist the words. Let him continue.
one of Bill Gates or a woman, or you know, she's talking to a woman that has no family values, don't care about nobody in her family, etc. But she want a man who is a family man, who's family oriented. That makes total sense. But too often I see this exact same truth being shot at women who are bosses, who are entrepreneurs, who make plenty money, who are doing their thing, who work hard, have ambition. And whenever that woman says, I want a man who's equally yoked, I want a man who makes 6 figures just like me, they're told that that money that they got, all that they worked hard for, don't mean nothing. In fact, I saw a video literally of this.
This is the other thing, right? This is why I had to quote the legend, the man in his own right, Kevin Samuels, right? Most men don't make 6 figures. Most women don't make 6 figures, by the way, right? But a lot of women that don't make 6 figures, and maybe they do make 6 figures, expect a man to make 6 figures, or they want that lifestyle. Right? How can you expect, like, why do you want that specifically? Why, again, this is my previous quote from the last videos we reacted to with Kevin Samuels, right? Why not just want a man that loves and respects you and does right by you? Why not ask for those things? You know what I'm saying?
It's not fun.
That's a very simple thing to ask for. Well, but motherfuckers is wanting out here is bread and shit. For what? To make it look like you that person, you that motherfucker to everybody that don't matter.
Yeah, they want to go shopping, man.
They want to go shopping. They want to go on these trips and shit. And motherfucker probably got 4, 5, 10 bitches on the side. To be honest, or maybe you might not be a priority him. Maybe some other girl over here is priority him. To be honest, you probably just an option. Motherfuckers don't be realistic, man. Play that bitch.
Situation where a woman who was making 6 figures in her business was like, as soon as she said, I want a man who's on my level in this area, the attention was turned to what her face was on a 1 to 10, what her dress size was, you know, if she was a mother or etc. Like, come on, if women have a problem with anything, they have a problem with that. Or the woman that says, you know what, I'm not only...
But that's being realistic about your appearance. If to men or whoever you're seeing, maybe a woman, I don't know, whatever you into, right? If you're a 5 to the market, right, to the general market, whether they make 5 figures or 8 figures, whatever the fuck it is, right? If you're a 5 to the general market, right?
Yeah.
How can you realistically expect to get somebody that makes 6 figures?
I think
if you don't look that good though, because you have to be a bad bitch to ask for a nigga that make money.
Yeah.
No nigga want no average looking bitch on his side that make that money.
I think what he was trying to say, which he's saying it wrong, is that shorty, she want a nigga that makes 6 figures, right? But she's just okay looking, right? If you okay looking and you want a nigga to, like, a nigga that makes 6 figures don't care about how much you make, because there's so much
you don't give a fuck about
there's
that
so
shit.
much importance on what he does that he values himself. Where he's like, he think he that nigga. So you being a nigga don't really matter to him per se. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you make 6 figures, cool. But like, if you don't look good, that's not. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't care about what you look like.
It doesn't matter. Because
when somebody got money, they don't care about what you look like. That don't matter.
Realistically speaking, right? What men want and versus what women want are 2 different things, or what's expected are 2 different things, in all different like ways to look at it, right? In the dating world, right? Just being honest, completely honest, looks matter more in the department of how women look versus how men look. That's just a fact. That's how it's always been. That's how it always probably will be, right? Yeah. So, Dre, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you a 6-figure motherfucker, right? Realistically speaking, you a nigga that don't give a fuck about what the girl you seeking for makes. You don't give a fuck. You probably don't give a fuck right now. Honestly. Because what you're really looking for is, first, you want somebody that attracts you. Second, I'm assuming you want somebody that you can confide in, you can trust in, all those things that I have mentioned before that are way more important than all the things that they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I think when, like, sort of get the 6 figure, like, okay, I make 6 figures, I want my nigga make 6 figures. Nah, that's not how it works.
It's not gonna happen. Like, especially if you not no bad bitch.
Now, if your nigga makes 6 figures, right? And you look good, you know what I'm saying? And you somebody he could trust, you know what I'm saying? That works better than a shorty that makes, like, okay, I make 300,000. Like, nobody cares if you make 300,000.
We don't care.
Especially
men don't care how much money you make, ladies. Honestly, we don't give a fuck about that shit.
Because we know you're not gonna spend it on anything that we need you to contribute to. So it don't matter if you make $300,000 if I'm paying all the bills. That just sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? You can make $50,000, $20,000, and I'm paying the bills. It don't matter. It don't matter at the end of the day, because it's like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
I think what he's doing is he's maybe purposely
that boy pandering.
Yeah,
hardcore pandering.
He's misleading women into thinking that any woman, because of her hard work in terms of finances, could get any man she wants. That is unrealistic, bro.
Yeah, fuck that.
Especially in looks department, because the way the dating world is set up is men are able to get the woman that they want, physically speaking, whereas women are more likely to go for the man that has the bread.
And what I'm saying is that you could get the man that you want that looks great, but they probably going after you because you want money. And when they going after you because they want money, you see them as a dusty.
You also might just be an option.
Yeah.
You also might just be one of many options to them. And they don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, motherfuckers, if you a 6 or 7 out of 10, and there's 8s and 9s trying to get them, you real shit, you probably last in line, shorty. Real shit.
Yeah. That's good.
Family oriented, but I'm doing the work of both me as a mom and what should be the father in my child's life. I've seen that woman get this truth of a message.
So now the father's absent too. Now we added that element to it. Now the father's absent.
Play a little bit.
Now the father's absent too.
And not only is that like disregarded, what's really weighted is the fact that she made a mutual decision with another man to even become a parent. That's what counts. That's where the attention goes.
Oh,
and it's held against her that she had enough standard for both her and her child to get herself out of a situation that wasn't fitting for either of them. I've seen that woman be cut down because of that. Instead of her being measured on how quality of a mother or quality of a family woman that she was. So if women have a problem with anything, from my observation, I think they have a problem with that hypocrisy. Not only that, but it's like it's an insult to their intelligence whenever, this conversation comes up and a woman says, I want this caliber of man in terms of his character, in terms of his family values. And it seems like the way that they're measured isn't on the same scale. They want a man, they're looking for this character, and et cetera, but then whenever it comes to measuring a woman and how that woman is seen as desirable or attractive, it's all about their sexual value. It's all about how they can stroke a man's ego. They want a man, again, for his character and stuff, but whenever the conversation comes to a woman, it is, again, what's your weight? What's your age? How many kids you got?
Doesn't that sound like a direct shot at Kevin Samuels, though?
Hey, Derrick Jaxn, man, we want to know why you calling us all? Derrick Jaxn, why
he
you calling us
literally
all?
sounds like he taking the shot at Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Because the whole weight thing and how many kids you got, that obviously plays a factor in how desirable you are. To be honest, to be completely honest, we can't lie about situations or what makes it look the best or anything like that. We literally have to be honest about how it looks. If I got kids or he got kids, that plays a part in how desirable we are to the market. If he has a kid or I had a kid, there's gonna be some women that be like, I can't fuck with him because of the kid situation. Automatically, they're gonna be like, I can't fuck with him because of that. Cool. That takes out some, right? So let's just say, for example, let's just say you're a 10, right? That automatically makes you a 9 now. Automatically. Like to what I've heard Kevin Samuels say, and it makes sense. Because it automatically puts you a grade down no matter how good you look, because you know what I'm saying? Like the kid thing is another thing that comes with you automatically. So it's something that you have to deal with, something that's added to dealing with you as a person.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he not thinking about that shit because he not dealing with women that got kids.
He not dealing with women at all. I think mine is kind of, you know what I'm saying, on some C shit, you know what I'm saying?
On some what shit?
C shit.
What that mean?
C shit. What you find? What's popular in the sea?
Water.
Other than that, what be swimming in the sea?
Fish. Oh, you think he fish?
Oh no, man.
I heard he married though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how true that is. But again, man, stop pandering to women so hard where you ignore the obvious of what's actually supposed to be happening in these relationships, bro.
Yeah.
Cause you stop pandering so much, bro. Look at the facts. Look at the facts, bro.
Damn, Derrick, why you parent so hard?
How was your body count? So if women have an issue, women say, you know what, there's something wrong with this conversation. I don't think it's women saying that I can't handle the truth. I think they're saying, if this is the truth of how men these days evaluate me or find value in me or, gauge their interest in me, then why can't we address the issue with that? Because there is an issue with that. But let's get back to what B Simone was saying. Again, overall, I agree with her message. I especially like that whenever she talked about a woman's health, she didn't make it about a man's sex appeal. Too many times we see people talking about, you need to be healthy. And what they're really saying is you need to be sexually appealing to me. But she makes it about things that actually indicate whether or not you're healthy as a woman, which I think is dope. Of course, everybody should love themselves, but everybody should also become the healthiest version of themselves on a daily basis. So I love that. And I also love that a lot of women were co-signing this, which of course is contrary to popular opinion that y'all can't handle these types of truths. And I also love that there are so many women, ruffling feathers of a lot of these folks out here, both men and women, that are calling out the BS. That are saying no, like even though it's a similar message, you're not going to use the same type of message to manipulate me. To that group of people, No, you're not crazy. No, you're not tripping. No, you're not afraid of the truth and can't handle the truth. No, you're not just wanting to hear only what you want to hear. You're peeping BS for what it is, and you're calling it out. And we need more women like you. And to my guys out there that are also calling it out, I salute y'all as well. Keep doing it. But
all right, can we address Mr. Simp?
Yeah, man, his video basically.
those are just my thoughts, man. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.
So let us know what you're thinking down in the comments.
Stop pandering, bro.
Yeah,
like, just
you
be
about to see
honest.
a comment, bro.
You sipping hard, big bro. See how we don't cap about shit?
Yeah.
We ain't get hacked or nothing, nigga.
Yeah,
we really sending this.
Low,
what you
bro.
say? You sipping hard, little bro.
Yeah, man.
But I'm saying, man, like, just look at the facts. You have to look at the fact. He's looking at it from an emotional perspective. Too much. Where it's like he talking about women have to women need these standards and this standard and da 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 da, right?
Yeah.
What about our standards as well? Like you have to look at what men look at too, because we're looking at first and foremost we're looking at looks, right? Then we're gonna look at your situation and what you got going on, right? And if you got 3 kids, you're 40 years old, all that type of shit,
Yeah.
it makes you less desirable in our eyes. No matter how much money you're making, what you got going on,
Yeah.
like it's gonna fuck with us a little bit. You're like, yo, this shit probably not worth it, bro.
Probably not.
What you think about Simp Jaxn?
I mean, I think his approach is like, okay, so at the end he said he agreed with everything she said.
He didn't really agree. Like
But
he
kind of
just saying this shit.
contradicted this shit at the beginning. So it's like, bro, you gotta pick a side at the end of the day. It's like, you can't be saying, okay, I want this, I want, like, women shouldn't care about this, women shouldn't care about that, and then at the end say, I agree with everything you said. Because it's like, what she said was legitimate facts. Like, you can't bring nothing to the table and then want everything at the table. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Sure.
That goes with men or women though too. Just to be clear. Because if you literally bring nothing to the table, why would anybody desire to be with you? If you don't have any goals, if you don't have a current future, if you don't have anything that looks like is worthy of being around or whatever, why would I want to be with you?
Yeah. I mean,
some people see potential for whatever reason. Like a lot of people just see potential in people and be like, I'm gonna fuck with them because they got potential. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess, from your perspective. But for the most part, man, it's like you gotta just look at things realistically. How people are telling you, what they telling you, and the time frame they telling you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause just me personally, bro, I dealt with situations where I'm kind of just looking at this shit. I'm like, I know this bitch Kevin, and I'm gonna stay for whatever, how long I want to be in it for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just be like, yo, you know what, man? We don't click, so that's it.
It's not working.
It's not working for me. I think what he does is he sets an unrealistic expectations for average bitches.
Yeah.
Like average bitches have to really look like, no matter, again, your money doesn't matter to us women. All women, your money does not matter to us at all. Realistically, your looks matter first. If we just we being honest, your looks matter first. Then who you are as a person matters second. What you've done with your life, everything like that matters after that. But how you look and all that is the first thing we look at. So just don't think about, don't like focus on everything he's thinking about, because it doesn't make sense. It's unrealistic and it's just stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just look at things, look at how you look at your response, look at what's been your response to men, and analyze that shit and really think about your next steps after that.
Yeah, man. So let us know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all definitely subscribe, because we almost at 1,000 subscribers. So help us get there. Help us get to our goal. If you are one of the 1,000, hit 1,000. You know what I'm saying? We out there.
Yes, sir. We out. You dig?